So we have perky, feeling lively and enthusiastic. So you're feeling pretty perky right now, really happy. And it looks like someone could have done something. They could have put something in your drink, spiked your drink with poison. If you look over there in the corner here, you see a bottle that says poison, and someone could have put something in your drink. Maybe, you're usually perky. Maybe you were just extra perky or something like that. Just a little more lively than you usually are. And this could have had something to do with what was put in your drink. And with the 6 of coins, it says generous giving. So someone generously put something in your drink. You can see it kind of bubbling there, looking kind of weird. So, yeah, that's really strange that someone would do that. But in these times, it's not unusual. But we have next dead peacocks. So it looks like someone's ego has taken a really big hit. And you can see the peacock, so its tail isn't nice and bright and spread wide. And it's just kind of slumped over the branch right there. And so someone's ego took a pretty big hit. And you could be a Virgo, or your person could be a Virgo. Now with Virgo, this person whose ego took a hit was probably very fussy and a warrior and overcritical and somewhat harsh towards you. And for you, with the Queen of Coins in reverse, you felt that this was a wasteful attachment. You didn't like that this person was acting this way. And especially if, I don't know if you knew or not, if this person put something in your drink, if you realized that they did this, to you, this is very harsh, and so you just felt that this relationship with this person was a really wasteful attachment. Okay, next we have desire, lust, sexual chemistry. So maybe you guys had a very strong chemistry with each other. It was very lustful, and it could have been a sexual type situation. But this person was very demonic and nefarious and diabolical. This person wanted to put you in bondage. And then we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. So for you, this was an unexpected setback. You didn't know that this person was like that their character was like that. And maybe, sometimes lust can, we can get caught up in it and we don't really see things clearly. But this person definitely had nefarious ideas or something diabolical that they wanted to do with you. I mean, they did put poison in your drink. So this is something a little crazy, something that we're going to find out more about this situation as we get deeper into the cards. But this is this was on the bottom, so I wanted to read that, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. So let's go ahead and get started in your reading. Hello everyone, welcome to SGOD. This is your spiritual guidance of the day. In today's general message, this is a timeless read, and this is for all signs. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. And let's go ahead and get started with your read. Okay, so I have the cards out and it's all ready. I have anguish. So with anguish, it talks about when you feel so much emotional pain, you can't think or do anything else. So someone's feeling anguish right now. And then we have sentimental. Someone's feeling sentimental. So with sentimental, a general thought, feeling, or a sense of something or someone in the past that is pleasant. So someone's having pleasant thoughts or sentimental thoughts of, things that happened in the past, or someone that you knew. And next we have admiration. So someone's has a feeling of admiration, a sense of wonder, and holding another in high regard. So you could be feeling feeling admiration for someone. You hold someone in high regard, or someone could feel that way about you. Next, we have confused. So someone's feeling confused at the moment, feeling bewildered or unclear and not sure what to do. So someone's feeling unclear. They're not sure what to do. Sorry, one of the cards fell down. And so they're just kind of confused. And next we have enlightened. So you are feeling pretty enlightened, a sudden feeling of understanding, of awareness or wisdom about something or someone. So keep that in mind. All right. And then we have Well, let's see. We'll just go ahead and get started and clarify these, and then we'll get into the other cards that I have laid out here on the table. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify. We're going to use Intuitive Kev's Oracle cards. We're going to look at anguish. So what's anguish all about? What's anguish all about? Okay. Okay, so we have Libra. We have a third party. We have guarded, secure, safe. And on the bottom we have fear. So someone who's in anguish is in a lot of fear. Now this could be regarding a Libra. You could be a Libra, or your person could be a Libra. So someone could be feeling indecisive or changeable or even gullible, or someone felt that you were gullible, easily influenced, flirtatious, and self-indulgent. And someone is feeling anguish about this, about you. And then we have the third wheel, the other woman, man, or third party. So someone was involved with a third party. The other wheel, another man or woman. And so we have guarded, secure, safe. So I feel this is you. You are guarded, you're secure, and you're safe. And someone is in anguish over this. Okay, so we're going to delve deeper into that. But for right now, this is what this person is feeling. They're feeling anguish over a Libra. They're feeling anguish about a third party. And they're feeling anguish because you are guarded. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Let's find out, what is sentimental all about? Give me sentimental. Okay, we have binding. We have peace. We have adaptability, change, and adjustment. Okay. And on the bottom we have feminine, abundance. We have goddess, queen. We have empress. We have fertility. So you're in empress energy right now. And so with empress energy and sentimental, you're thinking about something, or you could be thinking about someone, or thinking about a past time where something made you really happy. But someone was trying to bind you. Someone tried to use some type of, I don't know, some type of hex or something, or some type of root work to bind you, or your finances, your love, your spirituality, and your energy. Wow. And next we have peace and harmony, but they weren't able to do it. And I believe that's because you were guarded. You were safe. So you're protected. And so you're having a bunch of peace and harmony and calm. And you are very adaptable. You're adaptable to things, to change. You're able to make adjustments. Okay, so let's talk about admiration. Let's find out more about that. What's admiration? Okay, so we got two that came out. Let's get one more. Okay, so with admiration, someone admires how creative you are. You have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of imagination. You could be working on a project, or maybe it's something that you do as an entrepreneur. And then we have parents. Your parents could admire you, admire the things that you do, your achievements, your hard work and effort that you put into things. And then we have Aquarius. So someone who is an Aquarius could admire you because they see you as someone who's friendly. I mean, you could be in an Aquarius energy. Someone who sees you as friendly, humanitarian, honest, loyal, original. Someone who's inventive. See, we have creative here, right? And imaginative, independent, and intellectual. So you have parents, you have an Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius who finds you to be admirable. And they really like your creativity. So that's really great. And next we have confused. So what's confused? What is confused? Okay, we have a lot in order. Authorities, court, legal. So someone could be confused about some type of law or something to do with the authorities or a court or maybe a legal case they're dealing with. And next we have technology. Someone is confused about electronics, the internet or computers, or maybe something that they're seeing online. And next we have stalker. Okay, so someone's confused because they could be stalking you, spying on you, or surveilling you. It's an invasion of privacy. So someone's confused about that, or confused that maybe they think you're doing that. But I'm really feeling that they're doing it, and they're probably confused about what they are saying since they're spying, right? And lastly, we have enlightened. Okay, so what is enlightened? Okay, well, someone's enlightened about destiny, fate, future, or karma. So it looks like you're enlightened. You're getting a lot of good karma here. You're enlightened about karma, what it all means, about destiny. You could be more spiritual. And then we have Capricorn. So you are enlightened about a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn, or you could be in the Capricorn energy. You're someone who's very practical, prudent, ambitious. You're disciplined, you're patient, and careful. You can be humorous and reserved. So, you could be enlightened about a Capricorn, someone that you know, or you are the Capricorn. And next we have emotional manipulation. So you could be enlightened about someone trying to emotionally manipulate you. All right. Now, at the bottom we have main female. So someone sees you as the main female. They see you as very alluring and enticing and very attractive. Okay, so now we're going to look into the oracle. This is the oracle of Tales from the Heart. So we have jack of all trades. We have skeletons in the closet. We also have lies you tell. Someone is looking at your lovely pictures. And we have time out. So let's go ahead and clarify these with Intuitive Kev. We're also going to use Tarot to clarify these cards too. So what is Jack of all trades? Okay, we have siblings, brother, sister. Okay. And for reference, Jack of all trades means that someone who is like a player, someone who has a lot of options, someone who's saying more than one person, it could be a fuckboy or something like that. So it has something to do with brother or sisters, a sibling. And next we have beta. So someone who's friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. So there's someone they feel that basically they can walk over because this person is like really nice. And next we have exposure, bear, reveal. Okay, so something is about to be revealed. So let's see here. So it looks like a sibling, a brother or sister, knows about this jack of all trades. Now this could be your person, or someone you were involved with. It could be an ex. This person, maybe their family, they thought you were pretty easy, someone that was just really friendly, not confrontational, someone reliable. So basically someone, they thought that this person, this player, could possibly have been walking all over you, because you're so nice. And maybe they're about to they're about to expose this person, reveal something about them, bear something about them. Okay, and next we have skeletons in the closet. So with skeletons in the closet, someone is hiding something. They have a lot of skeletons. They can barely keep those skeletons in their closet, if you could take a look right there. And they're trying to close it, but they're all coming out. Everything is coming out. So let's find out what's coming out. What's the skeletons in the closet? wanted to pop up. Let's see what that is. Okay, so someone that has a lot of optimism, hope, wish, or promise. What is somebody optimistic about the skeletons in the closet? Possibly being revealed. We have excess, too much gluttony. Okay, so someone has some skeletons about them being greedy, excessive in something. Runner, avoid and escape. So someone's running away from this person who has skeletons in your closet, was very excessive. Someone who's very gluttonous. Something's being exposed. Maybe you wanted to find out about something, but if you did, you are running away. You're getting the heck out of Dodge. You're leaving this person, running away from this person. Now on the bottom we have the divine feminine. So you're divine feminine, you're running away. You're getting away from this person. Yeah, because you're a queen. All right, so next we're going to be looking at lies you tell. So what lies you tell, someone's telling lies, keeping secrets. They're not revealing the truth about something. So what's lies you tell? So what lies is this person telling? What is this about? Okay, what's this? Let's see if we got 3 here. Looks like we do. So we have okay, so someone could have been lying about being a part of the LGBTQIA community. We have angels, spirit guides. So someone, your spirit guides probably inform you, give you a download or channeled something to you to find out that this person was LGBTQIA. And then we have self-doubt, envy, insecure. So this person could have been very, insecure, had a lot of self-doubt, and they could have been envious of you. So your spirit guides let you know about this, and that's probably why you ran away. Something was exposed about this person. Remember, something was revealed about this person. Okay, next we have lovely pictures. So someone is looking at your lovely pictures. They could be looking at your pictures online, maybe pictures in your phone. In their phone. Okay, so what's lovely pictures? We have, so someone's feeling rejected, abandonment, desertion, left behind. So they're looking at your pictures because they're feeling deserted. They're feeling abandoned and left behind by you. And next we have intellectual theft. So now someone, maybe you ran away because you found out about them stealing from you, stealing your intellectual creativity or projects or something like that. And then we have gains. Someone was probably trying to do intellectual theft on you because they saw that you have gains, you have increase, you're leveling up. And so they're sad now looking at your lovely pictures. So what's timeout? They have timeout. So there's like a timeout of separation. Someone could be splitting up, taking a break. What's timeout? Why timeout? We have, so someone could be dealing with financial blockages at the moment. And someone could be dealing with guilt and remorse and regret. And then we have knowledge. It could have something to do with the knowledge that you found out about this person. Hence, something being exposed. You're running away. You realize this person was insecure. You have gains. You are leveling up, and you have knowledge about this individual, and they feel a lot of guilt and remorse. And also that they could have been emotionally manipulating you. You could have found out this person was stalking you, spying on you. But in either case, you're able to adapt to this situation. Let's not forget this person is dealing with an ego death right now. But this person definitely still desires and want you, but this person is very diabolical. On the bottom, we have healing, recovery, mending. So you could be healing, recovering, and mending from this relationship with this person. Now we're going to be looking at racing. Someone's running and avoiding. And then we have a lockbox, closed in, trapped, frustrated. We have ascension, spiritual path, awakening. So you could be awakening. And then we have illegal, court, paperwork, filed. Yeah, so we saw that before where someone was dealing with, where's that? I know I saw it here. But someone had like a court date or off. We'll find it later. And then we have a love affair. So there was a dirty little secret, right? Someone was down low. And you might have found out about this. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these with intuitive care. So what's racing? What's running and avoiding? Okay, so someone is going through scarcity right now. Someone is in lack, poverty, struggle, and maybe they're trying to avoid that, or maybe you're trying to avoid that. But someone's running away. Maybe they were in a situation where they ended up in lack, poverty, and struggle, and now they're trying to run away from this person or whatever situation they were in. Oh, okay, we have sweet, compassionate, innocent. So this person sees you as very sweet, compassionate, and as an innocent person. Now, you could be the one running away, avoiding this person. And we have energy work. So you have been working on yourself. You could be doing Reiki, just healing, spiritual healing. Taking going on a resort where you can spiritually unwind. Okay, what's lockbox? What's lockbox? Someone feels closed in and trapped or frustrated. Oh, it could have something to do with a group or association, a cult or coven. So someone feels trapped because they're in this group or this association, and they feel very frustrated because of this. Tell me why. Okay. We have promiscuous. So in this group or this coven or association, there's a lot of promiscuity. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. Promiscuity. Someone was very lustful. Someone was dealing with the sidewalk gang. And, it could be some type of sexual cult or something like that. Now, this could involve a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. Your person could be a Taurus. But with this, we see that someone could be in this group. Someone was very jealous and possessive and resentful and unflexible in this situation. And this could have been a Taurus. Yeah, someone was disingenuous, a pretender, fake, false. So what's ascension? What's the spiritual path that you're on, this awakening? We did have enlightening earlier. One more, let's get one more. Shuffle. Okay. What's ascension? Oh, okay. So yeah, you ascension with source. Source is giving you downloads, and you are guarded, you are protected. And then we have witchy sister. Okay, maybe you're a witchy sister. You could be very spiritual. You're into the occult or maybe Wicca or something like that. And then we have the collective. Okay, so collective, you are being enlightened. You're on a spiritual path. You're awakening. You're getting downloads from source. You could be involved in the esoteric. And this could be a lot of you that's doing this. Okay, what's legal, court, paperwork, and filed? What's that all about? Okay, we have intent. Okay, to harm, to hurt or harm. So someone could be having a court case or have to go to court because someone tried to harm them or tried to hurt them. Someone had some bad intentions. So maybe you're going to get a restraining order or some type of protection. And then we have gift, reward, incentive, present. So maybe someone said that they had a gift, but they really didn't. They really intended to hurt you or harm you. Or maybe the gift is that you will be able to get a restraining order. But you got to file paperwork to get this done. And then we have children, creations, investments. Someone could have wanted to harm you for your investments, or it could have something to do with children or something that you created. Maybe someone didn't want to pay child support. All right, what's love affair? A dirty little secret. Down low. Okay, oh wow. So someone who had this dirty little secret and on the down low, this person has snapped. They're unhinged. There's a lot of instability with this person. This person is going crazy right now. Someone could be sick. Someone could have a disease or some type of infection. Maybe this person is going crazy about that. But it looks like you're having a transformation, a rebirth, and an upgrade. So you're doing quite well. And we did have you were protected. So I think you're listening to your spirit guides. And on the bottom, oh wow, someone's getting shocking news, a surprise, or something that's unexpected. Okay, so let's go ahead and move these. And we're going to go ahead and get some tarot. We'll go ahead and... Okay, so I didn't want to hold you all up moving the cards, so I paused for a minute so that I could get rid of the cards and I can use the tarot now. So I put the other cards away, and we're going to go ahead and clarify even deeper with the tarot cards. And we're going to clarify anguish. Someone is in a lot of anguish in this situation right now. Why is someone in anguish right now? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. So someone is having a looming burnout with the Four of Swords. They're going through some type of burnout. Also, with the Page of Coins in reverse, someone feels disconnected from their goals. And so, yeah, they could be feeling anguish for that. And next we have death, a necessary ending. So someone is feeling anguish because you had to end things with them. I mean, yeah, so because, I mean, they're a looming burnout. This person, whatever they were doing, they were just doing way too much. They were disconnected from their goals, and there had to be a necessary ending. And it looks like you might have turned your back and decided to end things with this person. And this person is now in anguish. They're in shock. They're like, as it says here, feel so much emotional pain you can't think or do anything. So they're just like, just so in shock and in pain about this. Okay, so what's sentimental? What is sentimental? We have holding back. So you're sentimental. You're thinking about the past, and even though it made you happy, you're holding back from something with the Two of Wands. Let's find out more. It's probably because you felt drained with the Nine of Wands. You even though you're sentimental, you probably thought about the past, but it still made you happy. But in the present, it made you feel drained and defeated. And that's probably why, you're holding back now from this person who's feeling, what was that again? Anguish over the situation. And then we have the Moon. So you found out some unseen truths about this situation. So next we have admiration. What's admiration? Okay, so with the Two of Swords, someone is feeling admiration about you because you're no longer overthinking your choices with this person. You had difficult decisions before, but you're no longer overthinking your choices. And someone admires you for that. And then we have justice in reverse. So with justice in reverse, even though you had admiration from someone, they admired what you're doing, what you did, or what you had to go through. You had to deal with unfair bias. And someone admires how you were able to just overcome that. And then we have fearful yearning. So someone, and this is Queen of Wands in reverse. So someone who admires you is having a fearful yearning. And we did see anguish with the Death card, which means that there was a necessary ending. So someone has a fearful yearning for you, even though they admire you, but it's still fearful for them. So what's confused? What's confused? We have the Six of Wands. So someone's confused that you're having a glorious win. You are winning. And someone's really confused about that. We have the Queen of Swords. And this is because you are thinking strategically. And they're confused about that. You're winning and you're thinking strategically now. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. Someone sees you as having unconventional thinking, and this confuses them. They're just confused that you're overcoming it. I just really feel that they're confused that you're overcoming this. Your thinking is so unconventional to them. And so what's enlightened? Give me more about enlightened. We have the Queen of Coins. So you're enlightened about the situation you were in with your person because you felt that this was a wasteful attachment, and you're enlightened about that. And then we have the Seven of Coins, and you're enlightened in that the things that you've been doing to grow, to learn, the knowledge that you're obtaining, this is, you're having the fruits of your labor growing and flourishing for you. So what you invested in, which is yourself, you are getting the fruits of your labor. And then we have strength. Yes, so you're very self-assured. So you're enlightened about yourself. You know who you are now. You value yourself. Not that you didn't before, but sometimes, love can blind us, right? But it doesn't mean that you didn't have value, but you decide to put yourself first. That's strength. Okay, and on the bottom we have the Five of Coins. So someone who is in anguish is feeling like they're going through a hard misfortune. Okay, so now let's look at Jack of all trades, and we're going to clarify that. So this Jack of all trades had skeletons in the closet. This person told lies, and now that you guys aren't together, they're just looking at your pictures since you gave them a timeout, right? So let's go ahead and clarify this. What's Jack of all trades? We have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this person was reluctant to change. And you were enlightened about that. You realize this person didn't want to change. They loved the lifestyle that they have. They loved having options, having women, surrounded by women, getting a lot of attention. And so you just realized this person was reluctant to change. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And so you realize this person wanted to live in the past. You're living in the present. They're living in the past. Whatever was going on that they feel that they needed to have a lot of attention. This person didn't want to change. They wanted to stay the way they were. So, this person was living in the past and you moved on. And next we have the Devil in reverse. So you released indulgences. You may have indulged in this person. We did have that this person really desired you, and maybe you guys had a very lustful relationship, but you are releasing indulgences. You're not, you just don't want that anymore with this person. So what's skeletons in the closet? Clarify skeletons in the closet, please. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. So you're all in, you're determined. You know, you're determined to move on because this person has skeletons in the closet and you're protecting yourself with the Seven of Wands. You're protecting yourself. You could possibly have this person blocked too. What skeletons in the closet? Give me more. Okay, so Four of Coins. So you're letting go. Yeah, you blocked this person. You let them go. Yeah. You're no longer holding on tight to this person. And then we have the the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, you know, it was like you were focused on someone that was unfounded. It was wasteful of your time and your energy. And so you no longer was focused on this person. And now that you're enlightened, you're able to gain insight on this individual. So you no longer are focused on this person. It's unfounded to you. There's no reason for you to focus on them anymore. Okay, so lies that you tell. Tell me what lies that you tell. What's the meaning of that? What's lies that you tell? We have we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So you feel that this person was not responsible, that they lacked responsibility, is unaccepted responsibility. And for you, this was a heavy burden. And so you felt like this person just wasn't being honest with you. That's why you felt that was unaccepted responsibility. You didn't want to accept that they had secrets that they were hiding, keeping in the closet, and also that they were a player. So basically you felt this person was irresponsible. And next we have the Chariot in reverse. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. So this person tested your willpower. Yeah, they tested your willpower, but they realized that even though at one moment you might have been blinded with love or lust or something like that, your willpower is unwavering right now. Yeah, because you got this person blocked because you're done with the lies. And then not accepting responsibility. And then we have manifesting punishment. So this person wanted to punish you. They wanted to punish you with the Magician in reverse. Because you're manifesting rewards right now. This person wanted to punish you. This Cancer wanted to punish you. You're being responsible for your actions. This person wasn't. So what's the lovely pictures? Why is this person looking at your pictures or looking you up online or checking you out on your platform, on your accounts? Yeah, see this person with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this person wasn't, the comparison was that this person was unintuitive. It was an unintuitive comparison. You know, this person didn't use their intuition. They're very unintuitive, but you were very intuitive. You peeped this person out, right? You peeped them out, and you're very intuitive, but you're also empathetic too. You're an empath, and so this person is looking at you, and they're seeing that. They're seeing that. The comparison between you and them, that you're intuitive, you use your intuition, and they just walk into things blindly. They don't use their intuition. And now they're looking at your pictures, thinking about you. And then we have the World in reverse. So even though things ended, you felt that this was a hollow completion. You know, you probably wanted more in this situation, but it didn't turn out that way. But now that you've ended things, you're going to have a triumphant completion. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, so you two had a flowing attraction for one another. I mean, this person's riding his bike in the water. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't realize he was okay. But anyway. Oh. Yeah, so... You know, this person, you guys flowed. You did have a pretty good connection with each other. But, yeah. And that's probably why they're looking at your pictures, because they're still attracted to you, clearly. That's why they're looking at your pictures still. All right, so what's time out? Give me time out. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So the timeout is so that you can heal this loss. You're healing this loss with the Five of Cups in reverse. You had to do what you had to do, or else this loss would have been haunting you. I mean, it could have still haunted you a bit, but you're healing through it right now. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Someone feared change. They didn't want to change. Remember, we had over here, this person didn't want to change. Yeah, they were reluctant to change. They lived in the past. And so you decided to release their indulgences, but they didn't. They feared change. And so now they're stuck in a stagnant routine. Alrighty, what's racing, running, avoiding? What's running and avoiding? We have the Temperance. Yeah, so someone, you realize this person was imbalanced. They were doing things in excess. So you decide, I believe this is you, racing away, getting away, and avoiding this person because they were imbalanced. You were patient and balanced with this person, but this person was imbalanced. They were indulged in their excesses. What's running and avoiding? We have the King of Coins in reverse. So you were frustrated. You ran and avoided this person because you were frustrated. There was a frustrating of progress with this person because this person did not want to change and they were very imbalanced. And you probably sensed this. You probably got that download from source, or just, you just knew, you just had this knowing, since you're very empathic, that there wasn't going to be any progress with this person. All right, so what's lockbox? What's lockbox? Someone feeling closed in and trapped and frustrated. We have the Page of Swords. Talks about strategic solutions. So with someone, whoever was closed in or trapped and frustrated, this person was disconnected or had some type of disconnected information about you, and then they ended up getting into something. They thought they were being strategic, and they ended up getting a lockbox or getting closed in or trapped in this situation, and now they're frustrated in this situation. They thought they were being strategic though. Ooh. Okay, we'll grab these two. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So with lockbox, this person gave you a lot of empty promises. They were closed off to you. They're closed in, closed off to you. And they just gave you a lot of empty promises. Remember the lies that you tell. They're trying to be strategic. And then we have the Four of Wands. You really enjoyed being with this person. You possibly wanted to marry this person. And you really were grateful for the togetherness you had with this person. And so now it's like you're alone in a crowd because of their empty promises. Okay. All right, let's find out what ascension is. What's spiritual path and awakening? Give me spiritual path and awakening. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So yeah, so even though you're on a spiritual path and awakening with this person, you had an unexpected setback. Yeah, there was no growth in this situation. with the Three of Wands. And so you didn't want to wait around for this. You're ascending. You are doing your own thing. We have we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So now your confidence is returning because this person made you have a lot of self-doubt. Gave you a lot of self-doubt about yourself, even though you know you had value, but you were just wondering why, you were showing this person love, but they just gave you empty promises. And so now your confidence is returning, so that's good. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So this person was seduced by having lots of temptation. They had a lot of seductive temptations. They had a lot of options. So, things got set back because they had other options they were involved in or dabbling in. This person was the Jack of all trades. So what's legal? What is legal? Unforeseen challenges. So now this person is dealing with court paperwork, having to file something. There were unforeseen challenges. Now these unforeseen challenges could be you because we did have spying and stalking, like this person was stalking and spying on you. And so now things have changed, for this person. Next we have traction, which is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there was no traction. there was, it was like things happened and then abruptly stopped. It didn't keep moving. There was no traction. Yeah. Things moved pretty fast, but it ended pretty fast too. What's legal? So we have the Five of Coins. So this person is really dealing with some hard misfortune now. They got to go to court because they have to pay for the child support. They're not in a relationship with you anymore. So they're going through difficult times with the Five of Coins. They just kind of feel left out in the cold. What's love affair? Dirty little secret and down low. Okay, we have the Eight of Coins in reverse. So there was a problematic situation with someone who thought that they were perfect. They thought they could do, they did have an ego death. They thought they could do what they want. Yeah. Problematic perfection. So they could have their cake and eat it too, I think is what they thought. And then with the Lovers, so now this person with their love affair, their dirty little secret, or their down low. I mean, down low doesn't just have to mean that someone is gay or hiding in a closet. It also can mean that too, but it could also mean that they were down low and that they had you and someone else, a third party, whether it's male or female. Someone's haunted by their choices with the Lovers in reverse. They're haunted by their choices. They feel regret with those choices, is what I'm hearing. And then we have the Six of Coins in reverse. So someone was taking things, they were just unbalanced and taking advantage of you, being with someone else. I mean, it was just a lot of excess with this person, a lot of gluttony with this person. Okay, and on the bottom we have Ace of Cups. And so even though you're not with this person, you could still be emotionally ready for another relationship now. Okay, so let's look at some signs and see what signs we're dealing with here. Okay. What signs are we dealing with here? So we do have Scorpio, we have water signs, we have Cancer, we have Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We have lots of Leo with the Strength card. I'm trying to remember who's the Hierophant. I can't remember the Hierophant, but we have the Devil, so we could be dealing with Capricorn, air signs. So let's get some specific signs here. Even if I don't call your sign, doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. Because we have a lot of, basically all the signs are out here. So let's see, specifically, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Gemini. Mars. So with Mars, someone could be very passionate. Someone who's very charged. Someone's warlike. Dealing with a Sagittarius. And with the moon is a water sign, so you can be dealing with, let's see, so we have the moon and with Pisces, the moon. And we have Earth, so that's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. We didn't mention Capricorn earlier. We have Aquarius. We have Taurus. On the bottom, we have the sun. So we know the sun has to do with Leo. So you're shining right now with the sun. I mean, it's like a bright halo behind you or over your head. Okay, so these are your messages.